actually did find a couple lists, but I hesitated to bring them because I was trying to get the best one, the top 10 like bass riffs in music. But nobody can seem to agree on 10. There's a few that just kept popping up over and over again on the list. But I couldn't consolidate something where it was a solid 10 that could be agreed on.
What were some of the ones that popped up on the?
All the time?
Yeah.
Give it away now.
No.
By the See, and this is why I didn't do it, because it would have been a ton of no from him. Like stuff from Sly and the Family Stone.
I'll agree there.
It was something with a fish or something. I don't know. I forget the name of the song.
John the Fisherman?
No. It was like Forget About. Thank you for letting me be myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that one popped up a whole hell of a lot. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones too, because there was very few that kept, on the same. So I was like, well, I can't. Oh, another one Bites the Dust.
Simple but iconic.
Well, those were like the few that just kept appearing on all the lists, but they were like all over the place, and I was like, he's gonna piss on one of the other lists, and I went to so many different sites. Apparently, there's too much bass.
Well, yeah. Well, you can never have too much bass.
True.
It's all about the bass. No trouble.
That's about an ass.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But just so you know, I was thinking of you.
All right, thank you. You know what? If you want to take a stab at putting together, 10 iconic bass grooves,
Yeah.
do it. And I promise I won't shit on your
Yes,
list
you
too
will.
much.
Oh, you'll shit on it. I know you will, because
No, I will look at it objectively.
What site do you usually go for your list?
I get a lot of this shit from Yardbarker.
There you go, Yardbarker. So
I'm not going to Yardbarker.
Why?
Because if you Google top 10 bass lines, like hundreds of sites come up, and Yardbarker wasn't one of them.
Right. That's, speaking of Yardbarker, I do got a list from them. It's been sitting here for weeks.
Oh boy.
We haven't been able to do it because we've been keeping the show busy.
I thought he was going to say tight. No.
No.
No, it's
The 20 greatest hair metal bands of all time from yardbarker.com.
You don't like hair metal?
no,
Be honest,
I
because I
didn't
know
say
you're
that.
more of a grunge person.
Well, I grew up. My fucking first concert was Poison.
I know, but I don't think I grew up shit. We're 1 year apart. You didn't grow up like fucking years away from me. We were right there.
Yes.
So don't sit there as like, do you like hair metal? I don't know. What's hair metal?
I didn't say that.
You never had long hair. You
Oh
don't
my
know what
God.
it's like.
Yeah, you don't know the struggle.
Okay.
Having to get your mama's Aquanet when you go.
I had my own.
Yeah, I use my mom's. The red can.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
And Dr. Pepper Light was the same color as Aquanet Superhold, but I always thought that was Aquanet Light.
All right, so number 20. We got to get into this. Number 20. An underrated band and kind of a one-hit wonder. Enough's Enough.
Love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would personally, I'd be hard pressed to put them on the top 20.
I know you would.
They're
But
not.
Enough's pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But I would be hard pressed to put them on the top
They had
20.
2 hits. Fly High Michelle and The Real Thing.
Okay. Next, I don't know if I would really classify them as hair metal. Yardbarker's kind of all over the place on this list.
Oh boy.
Wasp.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. They were in the LA scene. That was hair metal.
Yeah, but they're kind of more on the metal side.
Yeah, but they were in the LA scene. They just because they had a lot of theatricals doesn't mean they weren't. And plus, if you take the theatrics out of it, listen to the music. It's all about sex and partying.
But it's heavy.
It is a lot heavier.
But it's still about sex and partying.
Poison.
Blind in Texas.
I was about to say, Poison never wrote no shit like Blind in Texas. Poison never wrote no shit like Fuck Like a Beast. Or The Manimal.
Stop using Poison as a measuring stick, though.
Okay, Slaughter never wrote anything like fucking Inside the Electric Circus.
What about London? London's the measuring stick.
No, they're the training ground. I think
Yes.
I think Blackie did time in London.
There you go. Hair metal.
Okay. Speaking of Slaughter, they fucking clock in at 18.
There we
Awesome.
go.
Awesome
Yeah.
band.
It's a good band.
Great band. And we can thank Dana Strum of Slaughter fame for introducing Randy Rhoads to Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, really?
Yes. Dana was originally considered to play bass but Rudy Sarzo got the gig.
Uh-huh.
And he recommended Randy Rhoads.
Oh, nice.
And we can thank Vinnie Vincent for Slaughter.
Yeah, because it's the Vinnie Vincent invasion with a different fucking guitar player.
Yep.
Yep.
How
Now,
fucking big of an asshole do you got to be to get kicked out of your own band? I'm an asshole, but I've never had that fucking happen to me.
Oh, and yeah, and the
Don't get any ideas, Doug.
the different sounds completely between the two of them.
Yeah. 17. The Yellow and Black Attack. Striper.
Pretty good. They were
Pretty
all,
good, yeah.
I liked them.
They had their iconic
Even after you
outfits.
get out, you know that
Yeah.
it's all Bible rock. It's
Yeah.
it's still kind of fun.
Yeah, they're not bad. Musically, they're all really fucking talented.
Yes.
Oz Fox is a great fucking guitar player. I'm not gonna, believe it or not, the Heathen is not gonna shit on Striper.
I was good. I didn't care for the outfits,
Yeah.
but the outfits were also, I think, religious, based off of some text of some sort.
Yes. Isaiah 5:35 or 53:5, something is the Bible verse that's quoted on each of their albums.
Okay.
Anyway, 16. Some good Pennsylvania boys. Brittany Fox.
Should have gotten bigger.
They should have been huge.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have been for Cinderella, I think Brittany Fox would have been huge.
Yes.
But they sounded too much like
Yes,
Cinderella.
they did.
Yep.
That high pitched
Yep.
vocal.
Yep.
Was-
Dizzy Dean Davidson sounded way too much like Tom Kiefer.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Cinderella. You know, Missy was watching a show last night and they were playing Coming Home.
Yeah.
And I walk in, I'm like, I fucking love this song. You know? And Heartbreak Station is such a great song. But that's enough of them.
Yeah.
But Brittany Fox was fucking great. Girl School, Save the Week. There's so many good. So, you know, that whole first album was just really good.
Yeah, they definitely should have been a little bigger. I think they came on maybe also too late.
Yeah, they might have been third wave.
Yeah.
Here's another band that should have been fucking huge. LA Guns.
I thought they were pretty big.
They should have been bigger.
I thought Cocked and Loaded was like everywhere.
Yeah.
It was, but that was the only one. And there's so, you know, I mean, like, dude, Electric Gypsy is such a fucking badass song. And they have what may be my favorite power ballad,
Go ahead.
the Ballad of Jane.
Jane.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always, they just always reminded me of like when you hear like some of their stuff, you could hear the Guns N' Roses roots in there.
Well, and that's,
yeah.
that's where I think what happened when Guns N' Roses hit. That was like fuck. They left them in their dust.
Yeah, well, I mean, Axl, that was the first instance of Axl taking the band away from the guy who actually fucking started it. You know? Or, you know, because Tracy Guns
I know.
and Axl started the fucking band
I
together.
know.
But we're not going to talk about that fat fucking asshole. Next is a band that they were hot for a minute and could have been a lot bigger. Kicks.
one of my favorites.
They should definitely be on that list.
And that one, it was the one before Blow My Fuse, with Cool Kids was on.
Yeah.
That was so like this weird electronica kind of stuff and metal, and it worked.
Yeah. And then but everybody
That
knows
Body Talk was on that one.
but everybody knows Blow My Fuse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of their best.
Yeah, it's a great record.
Oh.
At number 13, we talked about him a little earlier, Dokken.
Ugh.
I know some people that are huge Dokken
I
fans.
know.
I just never. I could never get into them.
See, the thing that always kind of turned me off on Dokken was Don Dokken's voice.
Yes.
Because, I mean, George Lynch is a fucking machine on guitar. And then you've got Mick Brown on drums. Great drummer. And what the fuck was the bass player's name? They if you ever see the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, it's essentially it's a dramatization of Ripper Owens' story.
Right.
Okay. The band the guys that play the band Steel Dragon in there, okay? It's Zakk Wylde and Dokken without Don Dokken or George Lynch.
Okay.
It's their bass player, their drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dokken, like, musically, they're so fucking good. Like, better than a lot of the hair metal that they were lumped in with. But it's Don Dokken's voice just didn't do it for me.
Same here.
Yeah.
At number 12, a band that I wish would have been huge. Faster Pussycat.
Again, I could have sworn these guys were bigger than maybe I remember.
They were never big.
No, they were there for a hot minute, and that was it.
Yeah, because the entire "Wake Me When It's Over" album.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a great album.
Right, but
everybody knows. Everybody knows. What the?
Bathroom Wall.
Everybody knows Bathroom Wall and House of Pain.
yes.
Yeah.
But they look past shit like Poison Ivy, which was another single and a great fucking song. Those guys are what sleaze rock should have always
I think they had
been.
on Walking Shoes. I think
Walking Shoes is great.
And it's just blues metal almost.
Yeah.
It's like
and Tammy has such grit in his voice.
yeah.
It everything he sings just sounds dirty.
Yeah. That's why I always thought his name was Tie Me Down.
Yeah.
Because it's he sound well. I mean,
It would have fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Faster Pussycat I think should have been a lot bigger than they were. I love those guys. Number 11, another band that should have been huge and would have been if Vince Neil wouldn't drive drunk. Hanoi Rocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big Hanoi Rocks fan. The Two Steps from the Move album, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
And even Bangkok Shocks.
Yeah. I mean, they were like hair metal, the start of it.
Yeah, they were there. They were there at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they were the first, like, really the first European hair metal band. You know, and even Michael Monroe's solo stuff is fucking awesome.
His solo, I think sometimes his solo stuff's a little bit better than.
Oh, dude, the Not Faking It album.
Yeah, Not Faking It, best album.
Oh, so good, so good. We should review that. One
Okay.
day. We should. We'll have to put it on a paper and throw it in. Next, number 10. We just talked about him. The Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Wow.
Yep.
I never really got into them.
Neither did I.
You know, and I argue with a bunch of Kiss fans who do not like Vinnie Vincent.
Excellent guitar player.
Yeah, and I love the Lick It Up album, which he was a lot responsible for.
Yeah. Well, that whole time frame, you had 4 different guitar players. Actually, if you want to get technical, you had 5 different guitar players in a 4-album span.
With Kiss.
Yes. Because Ace is credited, okay?
Yeah.
But it was really Bob Kulick.
Okay.
That was on Creatures,
Yeah.
okay? That was the last one. That was the last one with Ace, okay? Then you have Lick It Up with Vinnie Vincent, okay? Oh, shit. I forgot Unmasked. Because
Ace was still on Unmasked, though, wasn't he?
yeah, he was. Vinny did one album with him with the Ankh makeup.
Which was
or was that just a tour?
he just did the tour. He was
Okay.
never on an album with the makeup.
Okay, so it was 5 guitar players and 4
Yeah.
albums. You have Ace credited, but it was really Bob Kulick on most of it.
Now,
Okay.
could Bob Kulick sue to get credited?
Oh no, he was paid handsomely.
Okay.
He was paid handsomely, and that was part of the deal. Then you have Vinnie Vincent on the Lick It Up album. Okay, He lasts one record because of douchebaggery. So they bring in a guy named Mark St. John for Animalize. I think there was that. Was that Animalize or was it? No, it was Asylum.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Either Asylum or Animalize. It's one of those two. Mm-hmm. But Mark St. John comes in, but he got sick. He had some sort of like debilitating disease. He couldn't tour. In comes Bruce Kulick.
Oh boy!
And Bruce had the job from there on until up until Psycho Circus.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, Vinnie Vincent, good guitar player, bad bandmate.
Yeah, I always thought, apart from Steve Vai, he had some of the coolest fucking guitars.
Well,
that double V.
That you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I found a documentary on Amazon Prime that I just watched. It's called The Original Charvel Gang. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's about the origins of the Charvel Jackson Guitar Company.
Okay,
and that double V is one of the guitars they talk about. Mm-hmm. And you know, the guys that came there for the early stuff that that Wayne Charvel was doing. Okay, the company started in San Dimas, California. Wayne Charvel was doing finish work for the Fender company and doing some hot rod modifications for Fender guitars. Mm-hmm. And he had a small shop, and people would bring him shit to hot rod. And then he started building his own guitars. And now he meets this young hotshot kid named Grover Jackson. Grover goes to work for Wayne Charvel and eventually ends up buying the company.
Okay.
And in the 80s, Jackson Guitars becomes like the hot brand. Michael Anthony's Jack Daniels bass. Okay? Mm-hmm. The bass that looks like a Jack Daniels bottle. Mm-hmm. That's a Charvel custom job.
Okay.
Okay. The Randy Rhoads offset flying V.
Yeah.
The Jackson Concorde. That's a Jackson, obviously. Mm-hmm. You know, and everybody at the time, Jackson was hot. Fender's guitars sucked. I've never been a Fender fan to begin with, but in the 80s, Fender and Jackson, the quality, or Fender and Gibson, the quality really went downhill. And this is when you had companies like Ibanez and Jackson and BC Rich come into the forefront. Mm-hmm. It was an interesting little documentary for a gear.
And Jackson had a very metal headstock. It looked like it could poke your damn eye out. Yeah.
Hang on, Michael Monroe, not faking it. And I know that one's on Spotify because I've listened to it a million times. Great fucking record. Moving on, number 9. Good New Jersey boys, except for the douchebag singer. Skid Row.
Yeah. I didn't think he was a douchebag, but, you know. All right, I know.
He's a fucking asshole.
It's a good...
I like Sebastian singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good first album, great second album.
Yes.
Second album's, like, in my opinion, much better than the fucking first.
Well, I love the second album. Monkey Business, holy shit.
Quicksand Jesus.
Yes.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Skid Row song.
Mm-hmm. That is, it's. I think the second one was, you know, I wish they could have kept it going.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know they could have, but.
Well, Snake Sabo was asked, he's been asked multiple times about would you ever reunite with Sebastian Bach? And Snake Sabo and Rachel Bolan, who are the founders of the band.
Yeah.
They've both said, no, we will break this motherfucker up before we ever work with him again. It will never fucking happen. I don't care how much money you throw at us. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that I would like to see a Skid Row reunion just for the nostalgia value.
Yeah.
But there's also a part of me that hopes that they stick to their guns and say, fuck you.
I think it would turn out like the Van Halen reunion did.
It'd be bad.
Where it's like David Lee Roth just came in and did some fucking about. And he said, nope, now I know why we fired you.
Yeah. Number 8. Rat.
Yes.
Yep, great band.
Underrated band. Much better than most of
They're number 8.
They're underrated.
Holy.
They are much better musically than most of the hair metal out
And
there.
they're so enjoyable. They have so many. Way Cool Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, going on round and round.
Juan Crucier, killer bass player. Juan is a beast. And then you had their 2 guitar players, Warren DeMartini and Robin Crosby. Oh my fuck, were they good?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's say what you will, Stephen Pearcy has a great voice.
Yeah, and they're the only ones that could put Milton Berle in a fucking
Video.
in a metal video.
Yeah. Number 7, Quiet Riot.
The originals.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a contract, and everybody gets a contract.
Yeah. But it took them forever to get the contract.
God, yeah, freaking poor.
Poor Randy.
No, what's his name? Not Randy. The singer,
Kevin.
Cabro.
Kevin
Yeah,
DeBro.
bro.
Yeah, I mean they struggled for so long.
Yeah. There is literally now no original members playing as Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Frankie Banali owned the name. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Frankie was not an original member. He was brought in, I think, on Metal Health. He joined just before Metal Health. Frankie was the last, quote unquote, most people would think original member.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone too, and Quiet Riot's still touring.
Yeah.
Number 6, Warrant.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
I like Warrant.
I almost feel like there's 2 separate. I mean, there's some great songs of Warren, Dirty Rotten Filthy Stinking Rich,
That album is incredible.
Down Boys.
32 Pennies.
Yeah, A Hole in My Wall is another good one.
Yeah.
But then you get stuff like I Don't Like, and this is me. I don't like Uncle Tom's Cabin. I don't like I Saw Red.
That's a good song.
That's a great
Yeah,
song.
Cherry Pie.
I don't like Cherry Pie.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Love It in Stereo is a good song. There's, like I said, there's 2 sides. Like I said, I like Warrant. I don't like Warrant for like kind of like I think they're great when they're rocking, but when they do those ballads like Heaven.
Heaven?
Oh God.
What?
I'm not a fan of Heaven.
Oh, my Lord.
Sorry.
It's not bad.
I don't know. There was that whole era of power ballads, which was a very, very take it or leave it. Every band had to have them at that time.
Yeah.
Who are you mugging to? Who the fuck are you mugging
I'm
to?
not bugging anybody.
But it's like Heaven was one I didn't like.
Yeah. But Angel was okay. Fuck you and feed you fish heads.
Angel had a reason to be okay. Don't fucking bring Angel up.
Fuck you.
Yeah. That's kind of a fucking big double standard right there.
Heaven is a much better song than Angel.
I will agree.
No.
Yeah.
You know why Angel's a better song? Because it was sung by Aerosmith.
No.
See,
Wrong. 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 All right, moving on. Number 5, Cinderella.
Yes.
Favorite hair metal band.
They're up there. I like
It's
Cinderella.
I love almost everything they do. They can do ballads perfectly.
Yes.
They do ballads very well. They do everything very well.
Yes.
Fred Coury, great drummer. You know, Tom Kiefer, great singer.
Yeah, that was I got to see them with Aerosmith and Montage. Great show.
I got to see Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, well, it was Aerosmith, it was Cinderella, it was Kid Rock, it was Run DMC.
That would have been cool.
That's a weird lineup.
That would have been cool.
Wow.
It's like back in the day, I would have
Yeah.
loved to have gone to Anthrax and Public Enemy.
Oh my God, would I have ever gone to that one?
All right, moving on. Number 4, I can't believe I even have to mention these assholes. Motley Crue.
Then we did. Yeah, that was the missing.
That's the missing deep dive.
The missing deep dive. That
Pie Tin was here for.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's the missing deep dive.
Thank God.
We got to listen to that for nothing,
Yes.
and we will never listen to it again.
No.
That shan't happen again. It shan't.
Were you part of that deep dive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Yeah, fuck Motley Crue.
I love all of Motley Crue, except after Dr. Feelgood. Wait a minute.
That's half the catalog. No, fuck Motley Crue. Number 3, band I absolutely love. I wish they wouldn't have fallen apart. Twisted Sister.
They fell apart?
Oh, well, after fucking Love Is for Suckers.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
they disappeared.
Well, no, I don't think they didn't disappear.
They
I mean,
disappeared.
Dee Snider, they basically just will only play when they like to keep the audience like waiting and wanting.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about before they got back together. After Love Is for Suckers, they disappeared.
All right. They all had other things to do.
Yeah, fucking JJ French started a management company.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, and he still manages bands to this day.
And JJ French was on the Anvil story. And one of the few, a lot of people, there was a whole part of it where they went to this festival and Lips was trying to get people's attention that he had rocked out with before, and people were kind of giving him the cold shoulder. But JJ French came, hey, I love you guys. Hey, what you doing? It's like, okay. So JJ French likes Anvil.
Oh, God.
Sorry, JJ, you just lost fucking like 87 cool points.
Nothing wrong with Anvil.
Lots wrong with Anvil. Next, at number 2, one of my guilty pleasures, Bon Jovi.
Yes.
If we have nothing good to say, I'm not going to say anything. Don't like him.
Oh, my
He never has.
Lord.
I can verify he never has.
Wow.
And he can verify that they've always been a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't go a day. Somehow you can't go a day without hearing a fucking Bon Jovi song. I'm at the baseball game, a goddamn baseball game, and they're playing Bon Jovi.
Come on.
No, I'm not kidding you.
I even
and Lisa knows how I feel, and I lean back, and whatever station I seem to listen to, it on Pandora, it always has to play a Bon Jovi song somewhere. It's like Jesus Christ.
Well, since we're talking about Bon Jovi, I'm gonna start doing some like bass covers and guitar covers now that I'm getting a little bit better with the video editing and audio editing. Look at one of the first ones I'm gonna be doing, boys.
Oh, I can't read tab.
Well, no, the fucking title, you idiot.
Wow.
Santa Fe Chorus by John Bon. Remove ads.
Oh, shit. Sorry. You got me. Santa Fe by John Bon Jovi off of the Blaze of Glory soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I love that song. That's one of the first ones I'm going to be doing. But, yeah, I fucking I've always been, hiding under the blankets
baloney.
listening to Bon Jovi.
And, and the worst part about it is you say Blaze of Glory. That's like maybe the one song that always catches me off guard at the end of Young Guns.
Yeah.
When they're yelling for Bill, and then all of a sudden, God damn it, the song kicks on. Fucking hell.
That's a good... I'm a big fan of Bon Jovi's stuff as Bon Jovi. I'm a big fan of the Blaze of Glory record, which is credited to John Bon Jovi. And I'm a huge fan of Richie Sambora's solo stuff.
Okay.
The Stranger in This Town album is unfucking believable. He is such an underrated guitar player. That dude, and an underrated singer.
Yeah.
The harmony vocals, all the harmony vocals you hear in Bon Jovi, that's Richie.
Yes.
And rule number 1 is never let your lead singer get overpowered by your fucking backup singer. Happens on a consistent basis. Alistair says, bad take, Bill.
That's going to be my new nickname. Then I'm going to have that embroidered on a jacket.
Bad take, Bill.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just get a patch for your...
I need a new denim. This is getting frayed.
And according to our friends at yardbarker.com, the number 1 hair metal band of all time. Oh my God.
It's the only one they didn't name.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Okay.
Ricky, Bobby,
There
Brett,
you go.
and Cece.
Poison.
It's Poison.
I actually love Poison.
Me too.
They're such fun.
Hey, get Brett, can I sing a song?
I hear your phone in your
What
body.
are they classifying Guns N' Roses?
Well, it's not what they're classifying it as. It's like you can only get so many.
Yeah, we can only get 20.
Well, I'm saying if they did Guns N' Roses as Hair, they should have been in the top 20.
No.
No,
No.
there was more than a few missing.
Yeah, there's a lot missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe the sleazy hair.
Okay.
Sleazy P. Martini. Sleazy had great hair.
Have you ever seen pictures of him?
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of Don.
Yeah, I just saw an interview that they did with him, and the interviewer starts off by saying he doesn't want to talk a lot about Gwar in the interview. Now it's an hour-long interview, but he wants to talk about all the other things that he's done.
Okay.
45 minutes of the hour was about Gwar.
Well, yeah.
But when he started it, he actually led off to the fact. I don't want to spend a lot of the time talking about Gwar, but we have to talk a little bit about it. And like 45 minutes in, finally they get to the production company.
Jesus Christ.
No, but he was talking too. He didn't care.
Well, Don still does quite a bit with Slave Pit.
Yeah, I mean, they were talking about how everybody got introduced, and you know, and
And,
it was a great interview.
Did they talk about how Hunter Jackson's an asshole?
Maybe, probably not. It was mostly positive.
Okay, because
yeah, it was mostly positive. They talked about how everybody met and how he like first came up with the idea of things squirting out.
Yeah,
and like the first blood bag he made, like just did absolutely nothing. So I said, we gotta get some power behind this.
Right. See, Sleazy P. Martini is one of my all-time favorite characters in the Gwar universe. I love Sleazy. If for nothing more, he's the guy that sings fucking Slaughterama.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I gotta love it.